Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Elimination Chamber! As this is the final stop before WrestleMania next month. Well, we will be in Seattle, Washington for WrestleMania. But before we go to Seattle, we stop here in Finland for the Elimination Chamber. And we have two massive Elimination Chamber matches tonight. And we kick off with the Media Championship, or the Men's Elimination Chamber first, as it's for the Media Champion. Wade Barrett will be going against the odds and putting his championship on the line. And then the main event of the evening, Eli Punk is going against the odds, and she places her Women's World Championship on the line against 5 other women who desperately want to take down Eli Punk and to become world champion. Throughout last month, we've had qualifying matches for the men's and women's Elimination Chamber. Mark Coffey, who was not in qualifying match because Mark Coffey, Dijak, and Wade Barrett already pre-qualified for the Elimination Chamber. So therefore, for the men's Elimination Chamber, there's only 2 matches qualifying. And this man right here, the best in the world, CM Punk, defeated Ilya Dragunov on NXT to qualify for the Elimination Chamber and to get a shot at the Media Champion. As well as Eli Punk, no, CM Punk, a lot of punks on this show. As well as CM Punk went the distance inside the gauntlet match on Tuesday, as he took down Mark Coffey first, then taken down LA Knight, then eventually getting eliminated by Dijak. CM Punk is I'm pretty sure. No. So, out of all the competitors, I'm not 100% sure on Wade Barrett, but out of all the competitors, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre are the only 2 who have competed in an Elimination Chamber before. So those 2, again, not quite sure on Wade Barrett, so don't fact check me here. But Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, I'm pretty sure are the only 2 that have the experience of the Elimination Chamber. Drew McIntyre has a very solid point that he would like to make, or that he has made, and that's in he defeated Wade Barrett, he defeated Sheamus, he defeated Dijak and Mark Coffey, and yet he's still not the Media Champion. And now he has to go against 5 other people to get the Media Champion. And he's calling this entire system stupid and rigged, and they choose their favorites because he believes there is no reason and I doubt that he should have to go through 5 other people, even though he's already pinned the champion, to be the champion. But so wherever he is a pissed off Scottish madman, or a word like that, inside a cage structure, along with someone who he really does not like in CM Punk. So, and he looks straight at CM Punk too. So this match could get interesting, and what a way to kick off the evening, or the day, your day, evening, whenever you're watching this. And up next, coming out next, who's going to be the last one inside of a pod, is your Media Champion, Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett won the IC champion. Yeah, it was the IC champion. IC champion back at New Year's Bash on the kickoff. And he and the Ice Champion got merged in with the Mercenary Champion to become the Media Champion, as he defeated Ilya Dragunov to do so in what was a very hard-hitting matchup. And this is definitely Wade Barrett's biggest test to date with the Media Champion, because he's against he defeated Drew McIntyre. Winning a one-on-one competition is nothing compared to defeating 5 other competitors who want that championship, and you're locked inside of a cage. The only thing that kind of favors a championship inside a match like this is elimination. So you can't really hide, but you can keep running around in circles. But eventually they can catch up to you. But the longer you run, the more damage it's going to take to you and your opponents. So there is a strategy to the Elimination Chamber. You just need to find a way to make it work. And for someone like Dijak and LA Knight, which is the ones who start out 1 and 2 here, they're the only 2 left. The strategy goes out strategy kind of goes out the window here, because they got the worst. This is also both chambers are cross-brand pay-per-views, cross-brand matches. Dijak is from 0 Hour, LA Knight and CM Punk from NOT, the remainder. Coffee, McIntyre, Barrett are from Defendants, so there is a chance the Media Champion could go to a different brand after tonight. Dijak taking in his environment for the next few minutes. Here comes the megastar, or should I say the $1 million megastar, LA Knight. Yeah. He didn't have very much luck inside the gauntlet either, as he drew number 2, or let's just say number 3. So he kind of had a worn down CM Punk after a bit, but still didn't help him very much. Dijak went the distance as well, as he eliminated CM Punk, then got eliminated by the eventual winner of the gauntlet match in Drew McIntyre, as he pinned Wade Barrett again. So it keeps getting worse for Wade Barrett and worse for Drew McIntyre, because he keeps pinning the champion, Wade Barrett, and he keeps getting into these situations like this in the Elimination Chamber. And LA Knight ended up defeating Grayson Waller to qualify for this match, and it was on a live event as well. So Knight and Dijak kick things off inside of the chamber. And Dijak taking control early and go for the power slam on the outside, which is a padded structure using the cage early in this one, making sure to wear down LA Knight very quickly. CM Punk makes sure that it's in the pod, stretching and trying to stay loose. Loose as a goose, as he would say. The structure's right up against the fence, so if you even just slightly go over the barricade, you can hit the cage. Here comes the first competitor out of the pod, and it's going to be Mark Coffey. Again, with a terrible luck with Mark Coffey. He drew number 2? No, 1. He drew number 1 inside of the gauntlet match and number 3 in the chamber. So LA Knight and Mark Coffey strategy goes out the window. And for all 6 of them, mostly CM Punk and Dijak here, I've got to be not 100% after going through the gauntlet. And those 2 went together, CM Punk and Dijak, just one-on-one, at least 12 minutes. And Dijak brought CM Punk to his limit and really showcased why he deserves to be inside this Media Championship Elimination Chamber match. And speaking of Chamber match, here comes the next competitor out of the pod, and it's going to be Drew McIntyre, the pissed off Scottish man, has now entered the cage, or officially entered the cage. And I hate to be everyone else right now. He's going straight for Dijak, because if it wasn't for Dijak eliminating CM Punk in that gauntlet, we would have had CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre on defendants for free. You know, I think technically all my videos are for free, but still, you get my point. On a weekly television show, it would be, on a weekly show, it would have been Drew McIntyre for CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre looking to eliminate LA Knight quickly, but Knight kicks out of one. That's the first pinfall so far in this matchup. Who's next up? It's going to be the champion himself, Wade Barrett. So looks like, hold on, no, that cover, and Dijak kicks out of one. So it looks like the champion's advantage inside the Elimination Chamber got lost in translation between Wade Barrett and the higher ups, because Wade Barrett, because with the media, with the Elimination Chamber, technically there is no challenger advantage, but here in NTT, we believe in the challenger advantage, and a match like the Elimination Chamber where anything goes. If you're 6 with the last competitor into the ring, like CM Punk is going to be in like 7 seconds, you have the advantage. You're the freshest man into the match. So here on NTT, we try to put the championship as 6. But it seems like CM Punk reshuffled the deck before at the very last minute, perhaps, and made himself 6, making fresher, because gives him a bit more time to rest. And Dijak looking to eliminate CM Punk, just like he did on Tuesday. 1, 2, 3. What the hell? CM Punk came in and he's out just like that. Dijak pinned CM Punk not once, but twice. CM Punk is out of here. That did not take very long for CM Punk. What just happened? Honestly. It came out of the pod, went down, 1, 2, 3. Punk's out of here. Okay, so back down to 5. CM Punk is not winning the media champion. It's pretty clear now. If you're leader or NOT, you're like, okay, LA Knight, win us champion, please. So Punk's out of here. Looks like that damage from the gauntlet match on Tuesday really went really deep inside of his bones, because he didn't last too long into the chamber. And Drew McIntyre tossing Mark Coffey around the ring, and Wade Barrett, Coffey, and McIntyre inside the ring, going back and forth. Seems like Dijak has his focus still on LA Knight from the very beginning of this match. Now, Coffey trying to eliminate McIntyre. 1, no, not even 2 killed. Drew McIntyre kicks out, and LA Knight goes through the pond! Dijak just speared LA Knight through the pond. 1, 2, no, McIntyre kicks out 2. Knight and Dijak are very slow to get up, as Dijak is dragging LA Knight outside of the pond, now going for the cover to eliminate Knight. 1, 2, 3. LA Knight has been eliminated. So the 2 people that were inside qualifying matches, so the only 2 in qualifying matches have been eliminated. First 1, 2 to sneak a victory, and he eliminates McIntyre. Dijak is eliminating everyone, right, left, and center. He eliminated CM Punk right out of the get-go. He eliminated LA Knight by spearing him through the pod. Then he eliminates Drew McIntyre by a roll-up. So I like a schoolboy, but whatever. It's still a roll-up. So we're down to Dijak, Coffey, and Barrett. So the odds are slowly getting in the favor of Wade Barrett. Going for the cover here. 1, 2. No, Coffey kicks out 2. And Dijak's now deciding to scale the cage and watch Barrett and Coffee beat each other up. And what's Dijak thinking here? He's made his way on top of one of the pods. McIntyre tosses Coffee into the ring, and Dijak misses! His aim was not right as he came a little short on Mark Coffee. And now with the bull hammer onto Coffee. Barrett's down. Coffee is knocked out cold. And going for that spinning kick and a slap across the face. And the choke slam! High Justice connects cover. 1, 2, and Wade Barrett kicks out at 2. This match is still going on. Mark Coffee with the Bulldog onto Dijak. Picks up Dijak. Barrett tried to clothesline Mark Coffee, but it did not connect with a half and half suplex of sorts. A super kick to the champion. Slamming the arm against the canvas. Now rubbing his dirty boot onto the face of the champion. Taking him off. Trying to go off the Coffee now, but Coffee seeing it coming. Still on for the Standish on the Wizard, but Dijak dodge out of the way. Has him powerbomb and slams them across the canvas. And Wade Barrett trying to outsmoke Dijak, but doesn't go as planned. Dijak dodges the big boot, and a discus clothesline knocks down the champion. And Dijak sees Coffee trying to recover. Kicked him back down. Dijak going after the champion once again. But Barrett has Dijak scouted and standing shot of the Wizard against the champion. Oh, we can have a new champion. Cover 1, 2, and we're getting a new champion. Wade Barrett has been eliminated. So we're down to Mark Coffee and Dijak. We're guaranteed a new champion. Either Dijak's going to go the distance at number 2, or Mark Coffee's going to go the distance at number 3. One of those is more impressive than the other, but slightly more impressive. I don't know why. They both kind of started the match, but one's slightly more impressive than the other. And it's Dijak deciding to scale the cage once again. This time, going to make sure he doesn't miss and get his sights just right. He sees Mark Coffee coming to him and splash across, sends him across body off the pod. He's calling up Coffee. He knows what he's looking for here. Grabs and choke slam. And the high Justice connects. 1, 2, 3, and Dijak is your new media champion. Dijak has outlasted 5 of the very best across 2 brands in CM Punk, Mark Coffee, Drew McIntyre, Wade Barrett, and LA Knight. Yeah, to win the media champion. And we're just getting started here with the Elimination Chamber as now Dijak can celebrate his victory all night long. As up next, we have the NXT Tag Team Champions on the line as the Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Damien Priest place the NXT Tag Team Champions on the line against the Hidden Angels, as in Will Osprey and the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble winner Kenny Omega. Judgment Day are coming down with Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. You know, Ripley's gonna have her eye definitely on the Women's World Championship match, as the draft is set to come up straight after WrestleMania. So, with that being said, with the draft coming up, the Judgment Day might split up. The Rhea Ripley might go to another brand and go to the same brand as the Women's World Champion, and has to go up against perhaps the winner of the Women's Elimination Chamber tonight, or something to keep in mind as well. Cora Jade won the Women's Royal Rumble winner, or is the Women's Royal Rumble winner. She's still yet to confirm who she's challenging at WrestleMania, unlike Kenny Omega, who has already confirmed who is facing at WrestleMania, as he is set to go up against in a rematch. Last time it was for the Scale Champion. This time it's for the World, the NTT World Champion. As at WrestleMania in Seattle, Washington, it's going to be the best belt machine, Kenny Omega, against explosive Matt Connors. Connors has held on to the champion since New Year's Bash last year, and he's had some very tough bouts throughout the year, especially against a Sami Zayn who's cashed in that Money in the Bank briefcase and to make it into a triple threat match at Forbidden Island, and still outlasted Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and then defeated Sami Zayn again in a classic match. As Matt Connors is no stranger, I think I'm probably going to see this again at WrestleMania, but Matt Connors is no stranger to high intensity matches, to high stress matches, especially matches against very experienced veterans, as in Sami Zayn, as in Kevin Owens, Kenny Omega, Seth Rollins. He defeated a lot of them, but with him teaming up with Will Osprey is a very different kind of thing here, because they've only ever won tag team match together, and that's against the Usos on Friday. And I don't know why, but they decided to challenge the Judgment Day for the NOT Tag Team Champions, which seems like a very odd decision here, but I mean, whatever. It's the first pay-per-view premium event match that they had as a team together was at Forbidden Island, where they lost against AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes, which wasn't exactly a great start for a tag team. You're a brand new tag team and you lose against a makeshift tag team. Great job, guys. Great job. Speaking of great job, Omega has Balor twisted up like a pretzel and suplexes him. So far, Hidden Angels are taking it to the Judgment Day. Now Will Osprey, the aerial assassin, has entered the chat against the Prince of Darkness and Finn Balor. Damien Priest trying to call for the tag, trying to get Balor out of there quickly and going for the cover. And Dominic Mysterio is not happy he got the cover that early as he just stomps the ground. Now Osprey up to the top rope, calling over Finn Balor. This is the place that place that Will Osprey is the most comfortable. It's up in the air as he missed Finn Balor there. Now going for a kick to the leg. The Balor brings Osprey over to his corner and tags in champion Damien Priest. Priest is a former world champion, so him going against, when they eventually get in the ring together, because it's a tag team match, they'll eventually get in the ring together. But him going against Kenny Omega, it's going to be another test to Omega, because Matt Connors defeated Damien Priest not once, but twice. And the first time he defeated him was for the champion at New Year's Bash. And Rhea Ripley trying to play a little bit of possum here. She takes off the ring apron inside the Judgment Day's corner. Damien Priest he had Osprey to fire him scary. And now straight into the exposed turnbuckle as Osprey's chest slams across the exposed steel. Osprey trying to regain his balance here as Priest uses the ropes as a weapon and chokes, or semi-chokes, Osprey. Going for a kick to the face And here comes the match, as I was just saying earlier. Another test for Kenny Omega, as this Omega was his priest now in the ring. And Omega's facing Connors at Mania. Connors defeated Damien Priest for the World Champion at New Year's match. So it'd be kind of a, so it's kind of like a full circle of sorts here. Cover one, no, not even one count. And last year, Kenny Omega fought Matt Connors for the Skilled Champion, and what was a very, very good match. And Matt Connors had himself a great year last year. Hold on, cover. Ref trying to find a good position, and not even a one count. Omega kicks out very early. Connors had himself a fantastic year this year, and somehow finds a way to top it this year. And some clinics, and going for a power drive for that 1, 2, and Omega kicks out a 2. And finally away to the top of this year with the NTT World Champion. Running classics after classics, and Matt Connors making himself well known really over with the entire brand, not just defendants, like NTT as a total, making himself known as the guy. If you want a good match under your belt, come to me. I'm going to make you famous, kid. Even though he's more younger than half these talents, than, well, he's one of the youngest ones there, but he's been going on it a lot. He's been going at it in NTT since 2018, I believe it is. 2016, so summers around that. Almost 10 years for the CWO as a total. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And they're still one of the top teams across both brands. As the CWO defeated Judgment Day Undisputed Generations, which was last month, yes. The Undisputed Generations decided the Royal Rumble, which Kenny Omega can thank, even though he may not like them, but he can thank the CWO for winning. So if it wasn't for the CWO winning, I mean, the defendants would still win. The score would be 2-3, but still, if the score was 4-4-1 final for the defendants, or even the CWO lost, he still would have got top. Number 29, was it? 27. 6. He was one of the last competitors. He was one of the last ones. So, if it wasn't for defendants winning at Undisputed Generation, if it wasn't for them winning at Undisputed Generations, Kenny Omega would have had a lot harder time winning the Royal Rumble as a whole, or we would be sitting here today at the Elimination Chamber in a whole different reality as it is. Well, Osprey is now tagged in, so we're back to how it started between Osprey, the area assassin, and the Prince Finn Balor. Really started between Omega and Balor, but what the whole nothing. Omega, no. Osprey took his eyes off the ball slightly and decided to take El Champion off the apron. And Dominic and Rhea paying close attention to this matchup. And with a 1916, that's what's called, when Osprey now Finn Balor chopping punches combination in the corner against the area assassin. And now Osprey's on the canvas as Balor starting trying to look across his play here, and now going for the Curtis on Will Osprey cover one, and Omega breaks it up before it gets more than one. So as this match carries on, Balor now attacking the head, the skull of the area assassin, taking Omega off the apron as well. The Judgment Day is in complete control over the Hidden Angels. Now, Osprey, Bloody Sundays onto Finn Balor, cover now. 1, 2 to win the Champions and Damien breaks out the pin right before 3 seconds. I should say milliseconds before 3. Balor stays in this match because of his tag team partner, the former defendants world champion, Damien Priest. Balor going for some kicks into Osprey, but Osprey trying to bring Balor to the head of the Angel's corner, but Balor had other plans. Decides to bring Omega down to the Judgment Day's corner and takes in Damien Priest. Going for a tag team move. And a double shoulder tackle takes down the assassin. Osprey's back up to his feet because of Damien Priest trying to go for the South of Heaven perhaps, but Osprey had a skeleton. And Damien Priest with the in-ring experience saw that he was close by the ropes and decided, like, yeah, let's get the rope. We're not going to waste any more energy than I have to. Get the rope right after the 1 count. And takes out Osprey again. As Osprey picks it up for the power driver. And power drives him to the mat. Focus on Omega. And now Omega counted it. So Priest is now bleeding. Omega's off the apron. His blood's starting to go down. Priest's face as they're up in the going for the Razor's Edge. As him up, and the Razor's Edge connects onto Osprey. Takes down Omega again. Got him up, drawing the shot, drawing the bow. Catch him in a choke slam, and he counters the South of Heaven. Osprey counter the South of Heaven. Jumps over. Going for a splash, did not connect. Oh, sorry, crossbody did not connect. And a face crusher onto the canvas. Priest going deep into his repertoire here to take out Will Osprey. To the corner now. A neutral corner. And I'm doing a mud stomp onto the assassin. Picks him back up into an alley-oop. Focus on taking Omega off the apron again. Has him up. Choke slam. He has him up. And they serve the feeling connect. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And your NTT Tag Team Champions. The team of Damien Priest and Finn Balor. The Judgment Day! They still hold on to the NOT Tag Team Champions. They still rule over a pote of NOT. We're on to the only match on the card that's not for a championship. That's not for a championship at all. And that is a blood match, not blood match, but like a sort of like a blood feud of sorts. And honestly, it could have been solved on defendants. It honestly could have, but Charlotte decided, yeah, no, I want my paycheck. I draw people. I'm Charlotte Flair. Blah 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 blah. So here we are at the Elimination Chamber. Zoey Stark and Charlotte Flair. Because Charlotte Flair wants a paycheck. I don't know. So here's a little backstory for in case you haven't watched the Rumble and you want to know why this match is on here. So at the Royal Rumble, it was supposed to be 30-woman Royal Rumble. That's how it's been. That's how it's always been. Blah 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 blah. Supposed to be 30-woman Royal Rumble. Zoey Stark is so rage-driven to win a world champion, especially getting screwed over and over again by Yanez. It's kind of hilarious at this point how much she's lost to Yanez in big matches. Well, it matters, but that's beside the point. That's a whole other part of it. Because Zoey Stark keeps losing in title matches. Plain and simple, she keeps losing title matches, especially world title matches. So she's in the Royal Rumble. She believes this is her match. She doesn't finally get a clear one-on-one match for a women's champion. No shenanigans, no interference, no nothing. She just has to win the Rumble. Easier said than done, but still. She gets unlucky enough that she draws very early. She drew number 3. No. Yeah, 3, because she's on the team. She drew very early. Not great for her. Not great, so she gets eliminated, obviously, because you're going that early. Your chances of winning are very slim. She goes backstage. Charlotte Flair was supposed to be 30. She's supposed to be 30 or 29. We're not 100% sure on where, but she's supposed to be one of the last competitors to enter the Royal Rumble. And when Zoey Stark went backstage after being eliminated, she saw Charlotte Flair. I don't know why she decided to target Charlotte Flair, but she saw Charlotte Flair. I mean, Yanez was in the Rumble too, so it would make more sense if she was going off the Yanez, because the history there, but she saw Charlotte Flair and went straight after her. Filled with rage, knocked her out using boxes and steel cans and using everything out in the back as a weapon against Charlotte Flair. So therefore, Charlotte Flair was not medically cleared. There we go, I can say it. To compete in the Royal Rumble, because you're getting that much damage, and the Rumble is not exactly a easy match to do. So therefore, the Rumble has been chopped down to 29 people, and Cora Jade took complete advantage of that to win it, and 29 or 28, or she's one of the last ones as well. She also won because Undisputed Generations defendants won that. But again, we're going to get to that later. Get to that later, perhaps. So because Charlotte Flair was eliminated from the Rumble by not being medically cleared because she's always got protector, and Charlotte Flair has some pull, or I thought, pull for the cover, and Charlotte kicks out before 1. Has some pull backstage because she's a Flair. She demanded she gets a match against Zoey Stark. Simple. And of course, management is like, oh yeah, of course, yeah. You want a match against Zoey Stark? Sure, yeah, you get a match against Zoey. So you were screwed over in the Rumble, and it's Zoey Stark. Let's be honest. It's 2 main event talents going at it on the pay-per-view. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Honestly. And Charlotte Flair thinks that if she was in the Rumble, she was going to win it. I mean, everyone thinks they're going to win the Rumble until you don't win the Rumble, until you actually win the Rumble. So, these two, with the history they have, now going back and forth in hockey, straight fight with the fist and pounds in the back and forths. No, so it's Charlotte with chops. Chops across the chest. Zoey Stark misses that one. But Charlotte Flair gets right back on her. And a high kick by Flair takes down Zoey Stark. So, I mean, all events considered here. Go for the cover. 1, almost a 2 count, but Zoey Stark kicks out on 1. All things considered. Considering just how Charlotte Flair is inside the business, and Zoey Stark being a rising star on the main event scene, she's losing to Yanez 4 times, but that's not the point. She's holding her own quite well against Charlotte Flair. A 14 time, I think 14. Charlotte Flair has won enough women's champions. It's in double digits, so it doesn't really matter at this point. As Zoey Stark has yet to win a women's champion in general, most because all the matches for the women's champions were against Yanez, which isn't great for Zoey Stark because Yanez is on the same level as Charlotte. I mean, if we're comparing the levels here, it's gonna be probably Charlotte, Charlotte and Becky on the same tier because of Star Power. And then probably Youngblood. And then just slightly under by like, I feel like hundredths. And I do mean like slightly. Cover hold on 1, 2, and so kicks out of 2. Like slightly under Youngblood would be your ace. And Youngblood's only that high because she turned into the devil. And with the devil can not do a spear like that, she knocks Zoey Stark into next week with that spear. Cover 1, 2, 3. And Charlotte Flair picks up her revenge over Zoey Stark. Or the wicked spear that knocked Zoey Stark into next week. So with Charlotte Flair now getting her revenge over Zoey Stark, what's next for the Queen? Is she going to go after Youngblood? Is she going to find her way into a championship match? Just like we feel for the NT. Again, this match has some history, so let's go over it quickly. Not so much quickly. The history of the last match basically took over the entire match, but whatever. NTT Women's Champions, Women's Tag Team Champions on the line here, which the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane and Asuka are the champions. They defeated Tegan Knox, Stevie Turner at Undisputed Generations. Boom, done. That part's done. Kabuki Warriors took on Kattana the Chance and Asuka Zero in a Plano Symbol Tag Team match on Defendants a few weeks back. And the Kabuki Warriors got themselves disqualified because they attacked the ref several times to try to keep the ref down, to use the blind side and be heroes, basically, just to be heroes. And the ref had enough of it and disqualified them. And then the defendant general manager decided, okay, we're going to have this match again. We're not going to have an defendants because we already did that. And we don't want to keep doing the same match over and over again, especially only like 2 or 3 weeks apart, because it's just, we have enough of a roster. We can cover 2 to 3 weeks for 2 to 3 days, so it's like 6 shows without having to do the same match for like 2 to 3 weeks. So like, we're gonna save this match, put it on the Elimination Chamber because that's in a few weeks, and make sure that find a way so there's no disqualifications in it. So Chance and Carter have a decent chance at the titles. Technically, in the record books, they defeated the champions by disqualification, but they defeated champions. So Chance and Carter, they had some talks with the defending general manager, and they decided, let's do a ladder match. And of course, the GM just looks puzzled because, like, why would you want a ladder match on the Elimination Chamber when we're going to have one next month? Actually, 2 next month at WrestleMania and the Money in the Bank briefcase matches. So, why would you want to win? And Kattana Chance decided, well, it's me. You know, I'm an American Ninja Warrior. I can do flips. I can showcase some stuff, especially against Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane's going to probably do some flips too. This should be a fun match for the NTT Women's Tag Team Champions. And of course, the defendant GM is like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do a It's official. Ladder match. NTT Women's Tag Team Champions. The Kabuki Warriors. Chance and Carter. That's how we got this match. Boom. I got the entire recap done before the match started. Woo! Way better than last match. Way better than last match. And because it's a ladder match, it's tornado tag, so that's why they're not at the apron like have to walk for Judgment Day versus Hidden Angels. And Kattana Chance going straight for the ladder. She was the one who really wanted for a ladder match. And Kairi Sane. Now all 4 of them on the outside, and Asuka miscalculating her dive, and Chance Already putting in ladder into the ring. Asuka has a kendo stick, already going opposite. And Kairi Sane climbing. Oh, yeah, she's climbing the ladder now. There we go. Kattana chance going off to Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane wants no part of this ladder match. Going straight for the title. Like, I want to end this match early and quickly. I have other business to do in Japan. I do not want to be here in a ladder match. We defeated you before. No, you have not. We manipulated the system to. You can come up with any way you want. Sane and Asuka, Kabuki Warriors. You're still not the champions. I mean, you are the champions. You just never beat Kattana Chance and Kayden and Kayden. You still haven't beaten them clean yet. Even if you win this ladder match, you still haven't beat them clean in a regular tag team match, as the regular tag team champions do. And Kattana and Kayden Koto, a lot of K's and C's here. Was going after the champion, and Asuka missed her throw with the kendo stick. They are really not waiting to apply more damage to each other and just going straight for the NTT Women's Tag Team Champions, high above the hand, I should say dangling above the ring. Some tag team action once again. As these two teams go back into the ring, but now Kattana Chance wins the ladder, or reintroduces the ladder back into the ring as Kayden Koto gets thrown to the outside in a low spear, takes down Chance, and she drops the ladder along with her as well. And Asuka will go look for a rail and takes out Chance. And Koto attempts to place the ladder in the corner as she now gets the ladder gets dangles off the ring and gets tossed into the tag team move as Kairi Sane held the ladder and Asuka through the ladder. A lot going on right now, and I need that my mind's not processing all this at once, but it can process that Kattana Chance is deciding to use the ladder bridge. We are expediting the ladder match very quickly here. That kendo stick covering the play by the Kabuki Warriors. As a lot into this matchup, as Chance gets tossed into the corner and bounces off. And on the outside, Asuka was doing a mud hole on Koto, and now has her into an armbar. And Kattana and Kayden Koto, she taps out on the outside, but there's no submissions. And so this match is the only way to win is by unhooking the ladder from the top. And Koto taps out. I mean, only then that helps is the Kabuki Warriors' ego. Now, Kairi Sane with an insane elbow onto Kattana Chance. And now Kayden Koto trying up the clothesline, but Asuka, use the kendo stick, using there's 3 ladders in this match. Okay. 2 in the ring, and the ladder bridge is still intact. Asuka using her legs as a weapon, just like the way Dakota Kai does. Which we'll see Dakota Kai in the chamber later tonight. And Kairi Sane looking to recapture the NTT Women's Tag Team Champions. And Asuka is locked into a submission, trying to get out of it, but there wasn't enough to knock down Asuka. As Kayden Koto was distracted and just lost, and like, what do I do in the ladder match? And just looking up at Kairi Sane as she unhooks the NTT Women's Tag Team Champions, and the Kabuki Warriors are still Tag Team Champions. We've almost made it to the main event, but before we do, we have a fatal 4-way in line. It's for the 0 Hour Women's Championship. as Gail Matthews had her opportunity last month at the Royal Rumble against this UR Women's Champion and Jacy Jane. But Jacy won. Jacy won the match. Flair Davenport interfered, kind of. She helped distract Jacy Jane, but it wasn't. Distract Jacy Jane to help Gal Matthews, but it wasn't enough. Jacy Jane won the match and retained the champion. I'm just giving you the quick recap here. Then it was Jacy Jane versus Flair Davenport in 0 hour, because you have to do that match now because it follows up with the sequence here. Then Thea Hale interfered and distracted Flair Davenport, helping Jacy Jane defeat Flair Davenport. Now, and then they had a tag team match between Gal Matthews and Flair Davenport versus Jacy Jane and Thea Hale, which was just last week, or no, 2 weeks ago. Because the tag team match, I'm like, Lita, who's in charge of NRT and QL, she's like, well, this is a pretty easy solution here. Very easy solution. We have 4 women who want the UL Women's Champion. Pretty easy solution. You know, we could add 2 more in there, like Colin Petrovic, who lost to Gal Matthews, and to Gal Matthews become the contender. Couldn't, but that'd just be overcomplicating it, and let's just make this simple, because it's a very simple solution here, and let's make it a fatal 4-way. Easy solution. To have Gal Matthews, Flair Davenport, Thea Hale, and Jacy Jane, fatal 4-way, or 4-way dance, whatever way you want to call it, for our force, the CWL Women's Champion. So this is Gal Matthews' second chance, second opportunity for the title. First one was singles competition, and Jacy Jane has just had more experience as champion and decided, no, I'm going to take advantage and use my whipcord kick that knocks out just about everyone, and knocked out Gal Matthews, and gave Matthews her first loss on 0 hour. And Thea Hale is pumped up to be at the Elimination Chamber, as this is her first Freedom event she's being part of, and she's probably even more excited that it's a Women's Championship match. Mind you, it's the third tier of the World Champions, but Women's Championship match on a big event, a Freedom event. So it's a pretty cool for the hair. I'm not gonna lie, pretty cool for the hair. Flair Davenport already competed at a Freedom event before. Gal Matthews had her first last month. Jacy Jane already done it. She's done it before. She's even competed in specials like the Tribute to the Fallen last year, where she lost to Gigi Dolan, where Dolan successfully retained the Women's Intercontinental Champion against Jacy Jane. So it's been not a great month for Jacy Jane. If you count from the Rumble to now, it's not been a great month for Jacy Jane. A lot of ups and downs, mostly downs, as it just gets more and more harder. And she could probably understand Drew McIntyre's frustrations, as McIntyre pinned the champion, and not once but twice. And I lost to 2 other people, defeated Coffee and Dijak in a triple threat match on. No, I believe it was Coffee and Dijak on a triple threat match on Defendants to become number contender. And yeah, he was still inside the chamber. And now Jacy Jane defeated 2 of them, Davenport and Matthews, and now it's just, why am I in a 4-way? I defeated 2 of them. If anything, it should be me versus Hale. which I mean the friends, but still frenemies, whatever. See our women's champion right there. That's what it's all about. The chances of Jacy Jane retaining this matchup, very slim. At least 25%. It's the same odds for everyone here, 25%, but we're going to see how this rolls out. We'll probably in Gail Matthews' specialty here, as Matthews does very well inside no disqualifications. As Hale goes right after Davenport. Of course, Matthews goes after Jane, because some believe Matthews had Jane beat at the Rumble. If it wasn't for the distraction, and if Matthews would have had a tad bit more experience, you would have seen the whipcord knee, or whipcord kick, I should say, the discus kick, whatever way you want to call it, coming. If she would have seen that coming, she would be standing here at the Elimination Chamber as champion, in a completely different scenario here. Perhaps it would be Matthews versus Davenport. Could be a different situation. Now, Hale is going against Matthews, and Davenport Jacy turned her attention over to Flair. And we've already had weapons introduced into this matchup and taken full advantage of the no disqualification. So it's at a fatal four-way, and Hale gets knocked into next week, but he's running on pure adrenaline here. She gets right back up, going after the captain, Matthews. Hale trying to go back and forth, trying to stay in this match because she is, I mean, if we're being honest here, she's the weakest one in this match. No offense to Hale, but like, you have someone who went across the indie circuit, you have someone who's been champion since February, and you have Blair Davenport, which competed not once but twice for the Undisputed Women's Champion, lost both times, and still made a name for herself against Yanis last November, I believe it was, and yet she's found a way back to 0, perhaps going to win the Women's Champion tonight. So, not a great, wavelength, but, her career is still early. She can still get back to the Undisputed Women's Champion picture sometime. Going for the cover to win the champion onto Davenport. 1, 2, and Hale breaks up the pin on Jacy Jane. Interesting here. Interesting. The fatal four-way effect is starting to break loose here. That's the free-for-all. And Jane gets kicked into next week. And now Matthews going after Davenport. Okay, the one for all for one. So the one versus everyone mentality finally breaking loose. And let's say this matchup, Matthews, only one left standing now. Davenport just got to her feet, but for a few seconds there, Matthews was the only one up. Matthews rolling to the outside to join Jacy Jane, and Davenport trying to throw a chair over the Hale and tell her to have a seat. Misses. And now Jane using the outside to her advantage with the win post. And Davenport going for the luchador style now. Hale to win the champion. 1, 2, and Davenport kicks out of 2. This match carries on. All four back in the ring, and a code breaker over to the captain. And Davenport trying to use the chair, but gets taken down by Jacy Jane. And the Hale with a takedown onto Matthews. Now Hale is the only one standing for a very few seconds. All four of them, except for Davenport, back up on their feet. No one's really targeting one person in particular, as everyone's going after everyone. And Davenport broke up that pin early on from Thea Hale. And a national selection onto Blair Davenport, going for the cover. 1, 2, and Thea Hale's inexperience of focusing on getting the fans into her side almost cost her the championship there. as Jacy Jane was so close to getting a 3 count there onto Blair Davenport. This is for the 0 Women's Champion, Hale, finally turning her focus onto Jacy Jane, onto the champion, and saying, like, oh yeah, this is for the champion. I would like to win the champion. I would like to be on top of our entire brand, or entire division of sorts. And going on, Jacy Jane's on the outside. Her odds of winning this on the outside are none. You can't win this match on the outside. There is no championship advantage. And another kick to the face. Matthews looking for it. And Shipwreck connects onto Jacy Jane. Slamming those knees into the canvas. And Jacy Jane taking advantage, using the candlestick, and Gail Matthews knocking her out. 1, 2, and 3 takes advantage of Shipwreck as Jacy Jane covers Blair Davenport and goes 1, 2, 3 and successfully retains the Women's 0 Women's Champion. Using a candlestick and blindsides Gail Matthews again. The inexperience in this matchup from Gail Matthews and their hair really showcase themselves here. As up next, it's our main event of the evening. And it's finally time for the Women's World Champion Elimination Chamber match. And Tiffany Stratton is the first one to come out. Or to go into a part, I should say. It's the same thing like the opening match for the media champion. First 4 go into the pods. And the last 2 open up the show. Or open up the match. And an interesting thought inside this match is, or inside this one in particular, is Eli Punk knows the odds are against her, and she's still on the path of proving everyone that she deserves to be champion, that she deserves to be on top of to be Women's World Champion. So she went up to Lita, and she went up to Copeland, and was like, I do not want the championship advantage. I do not want it. Don't give me anything here. I know the odds are stacked against me, and I need to defend my Women's World Champion against 5 other women who want to take the championship from me and go to WrestleMania. As if you win this champion, you'll guarantee the match at WrestleMania. And I need to prove that I am still able to be on top, even against 5 of the very best. And they're like, okay, yeah, sure. Sure then, Eli. If you do not want the advantage, that makes our job a lot easier. Not even, it makes our job a lot easier. Sure then. Eli Punk coming off a loss with a very, very good match against Youngblood, Undisputed Generations. In the back of her mind, you have to be thinking, Cora Jade is somewhere. If Eli Punk wins, Cora Jade is somewhere else. She could be trying to target Eli Punk. She could choose Jacy Jane because she just retained her champion, or she could choose Youngblood, which, let's be honest, Cora Jade's smart, but she's not. She's smart enough to not choose Youngblood. Let's be honest, yeah. So Cora Jade could be literally anywhere else, watching one of those two, like, and just choosing her moment carefully to decide or to showcase where she's going to announce that she's going to WrestleMania to face one of these 2 champions. I mean, she could face Youngblood. She could. But the likely chance of Cora Jade winning the championship against Youngblood is like 2%. If she had the briefcase, Devin Stewart, what she did, but that's a whole other conversation that we've got to before. Now, as I was going to say earlier, Tiffany Stratton going into this match by qualifying matches. We did qualify matches for this match as well. The only people that were locked in and agreed to be locked in by the decision was made by the defending CM and Lita, and Eli Punk was obviously locked in because she's champion, and they chose Dakota Kai and Gigi Dolan. Very interesting choices here. Dakota Kai, she was the inaugural champion. Eli Punk defeated her to win the champion, so therefore she gets to be the champion. And she had a decent year enough, so it's not just like, oh yeah, let's put Santina Morella in the match. Like it's a smart enough choice. Gigi Dolan is a former IC champion, and she was Eli Punk's most recent challenger, and she had a very good match against her, and it was an open challenge. So let's give her another shot for the champion. Let's give her another shot. Fallon Henley also in the qualifying match. Same as Piper Niven here. Piper Niven also in the qualifying match. Piper Niven was actually the first one to qualify officially, so to be the fourth competitor in this match, as she defeated Tegan Knox to be into this match. Tegan Knox had herself a very interesting July. Very interesting July. She was the first one to Piper Niven was the first one to qualify by defeating Tegan Knox. Tiffany Stratton was the next one to qualify as she defeated Zoey Stark, which doesn't help Zoey Stark's angle. Doesn't help it at all, not gonna lie. And then Fallon Henley was right after her, as she defeated Isla Dawn to get into this matchup. As she just qualified on Friday. So Fallon Henley is probably the most, I won't say damaged, but like no one's as damaged as freaking CM Punk was. Let's be honest, CM Punk went the distance in the gauntlet match, went like at least 12 minutes against Dijak. And Dijak came in, popped into the chokeslam, and 1, 2, 3. Dolan here is how can I score this? Dolan's probably the only one out of the main four, the four pillars of the women's division, as some would say, as you've been probably seeing over the last year at the original Undisputed Generations between Dolan, Kai, Ace, and Stark. Dolan's the only one inside that matchup. Zoey Stark's the only one who hasn't won a champion. But Zoey Stark's the only one that hasn't won a championship back. Gigi Dolan, though, has had some very promising uphill momentum. Her match against Eli Punk for the Women's World Champion, an open challenge right before Undisputed Generations, which was a hoist made by Eli Punk. Definitely, it didn't help Dolan's momentum in the way that she lost, but it helped her so that she can hang with. She got Punk very close to losing her champion, very very close. But Niven, being Captain Obvious here, the more stronger and bigger competitor inside this match against all 6 of these women, and Eli Punk really chose to throw away her championship advantage, and she's like, yeah, I don't want to start the match because, that's making my life a lot harder than it has to be, but I want to kind of start the match. So, they said, okay, you want to start the match but not start the match. That's kind of confusing, but whatever. Let's give you number 3. Let's give you 3. Eli Punk, the defending champ, now has to go from number 3 to try to retain our championship. Not great odds for her. Not great odds at all. As she is choosing a strategy that I would choose, honestly. And that just, you're in early in this matchup, you want to hold on to your championship. Try to take as least damage as you can early on, because if you're very if you're starting this match, you're about to go the distance. Whether you like it or not, you're going to go the distance. And Dakota Kai is next. Okay, so Eli Punk has no choice now but to enter this match because Dakota Kai wants a women's champion. Her entire 2024 so far has been, I made Youngblood top, therefore I should be champion. It was a no submissions match, Dakota. It was no submissions. It was only pinfall. The Iron Woman match. No submissions. Okay, Iron Woman. I still need to find a better name for that, honestly. But you made her tap in a match with no submissions, and yet even in the submission match where you fought Youngblood for the Undisputed Women's Champion, you still don't make a tap. If you made her tap, you would be champion right now. Instead, Youngblood made you tap by her Devil's Reckoning, and therefore she's still champ, and you are not the champion, Dakota. Get that over your head right now. You are not the champion. Not now, not for a couple other months. As long as Youngblood's champion, you are not going to be champion. Plain and simple. Or the Undisputed Women's Champion. You could win the Women's World Champion tonight. Odds, I started number 4. Not good. Not good at all. But you could still win it. You don't have to win the Undisputed Women's Champion. Very slim. Very slim. And Eli Punk going after Fallon Henley right now. As Fallon Henley, as I said earlier, qualified, but his most recent qualification, she knocked down Isla Dawn to enter this match. And now Eli Punk going after Dakota Kai, the inaugural Women's World Champion. And Eli Punk was the one who she pinned Dakota Kai clean to win the champion by cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase 30 minutes after winning it. She had zero patience, let's be honest. Oh, I've got the briefcase? Cash on it tonight. I want that champion. I'm not waiting any longer. Fallon Henley looking to get their first elimination here on Piper Niven. And meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, Dakota Kai went flying by a clothesline by the resident Punk star, Eli Punk. And she's like the outcast as well, as she likes to call herself. And while we were distracted on Dakota Kai's chirping or whatever, whining, more like it. 1, 2, and Fallon kicks out of 2. While we were distracted and Fallon Henley's whining over here. Stephanie Stratton going to enter this match, and Eye of the Hurricane onto Dakota Kai. That's her up. And a Revolution Punk onto Dakota Kai. Cover 1, 2, 3. Dakota Kai has been eliminated. See ya. You can whine your way back to defendants because this Women's World Champion is very likely staying on NRT now. Actually, no, it is staying on NRT. Piper Niven covering Fallon Henley again. 1, 2, 3, and Fallon Henley is out of here. We're going through eliminations like flies now. Yeah, so this Women's World Champion is for sure staying on NRT. Is Dakota Kai was the only member from Defendants or an inter-branded person into this match. It's the remainder of these participants all from NRT. So Lita can sit in her seat and just wipe away the sweat and kind of cool down because her Women's Champion is staying put. She doesn't have to do another trade the draft's in a month, so really a trade should be worthless. Well, one, Stephanie Stratton kicks it a trade would be worthless, and besides, for the next month, Brand's play means nothing. Honestly, it means nothing because people from other brands are going over challenging other champions. Because again, the draft's in a month, and Eli Punk has her up. She had Piper Niven on her back, went for Operation Outcast. 1, 2, and she eliminates Piper Niven. The pure strength, the unknown strength that Eli Punk lifting up Piper Niven like that, and to eliminate her by the Operation Outcast, no, not forwards, but backwards, and then slamming her. We had no idea Eli Punk was that determined to hold on to the Women's World Champion. So Tiffany Stratton is the most recent one in. She's kind of the most freshest one, but Eli Punk has been very smoked into this matchup so far and found every way into this match to avoid getting hit too much or getting too much damage to prolong her championship reign. It's the more damage you take into this match, especially with steel surrounding you. And when the win out of the Hurricane on Tiffany Stratton to eliminate Stratton. 1, 2, 3, and we're back to how it was last month between Eli Punk and Gigi Dolan. Dolan gets another shot at a one-on-one type of contest. Mind you, Dolan's way more damage than Eli Punk is at the Women's World Champion. But as I was saying, with Eli Punk, if you're a champion, the more damage you take inside a match like this, but there's tons of steel surrounding you, your championship reign gets thinner by the minute. Now Punk deciding to throw caution to the wind, scaling the cage, and the outcast was flying! And a senton across the body, off the top of the cage, onto a fallen Gigi Dolan. And Dolan about to go through some plexiglass and spear through the pond. And Dolan goes through the plexiglass of the pond. Eli Punk throwing everything to the wind to knock down Gigi Dolan to hold on to the Women's World Champion. Everything is going out the window. And Dolan is now pinned. Cover 1, 2, 3. And Eli Punk is still the Women's World Champion. Eli Punk went through war, and she is still the Women's World Champion. She retains the champion, and she's now guaranteed a match at WrestleMania. Very different outcome from last year, that's for sure. And Cora Jade, forward with the Money in the Bank briefcase. She is bringing the past right back to Eli Punk, and she has made it official now. It's made it pretty crystal clear. She is going after Eli Punk. So at WrestleMania, it's Cora Jade, Eli Punk, Women's World Champion. Two former friends turned to bitter rivals over the Women's Championship.